Hey, it's Frank, that one web guy, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm actually starting a series. I'm looking at my websites that I have. I've got hundreds of domains, and I need to get rid of some of them just because they're not useful, they're not making me money, they're not getting even generating leads. So I'm going to look at one of my websites, see what's wrong with it, and take the next step. This is one I've already decided I want to keep. I use this as a service, and I'm just going to go ahead and look at the things that I would tell anybody to fix. Most of the times I put these websites up because somebody's wanting to order something. I think, oh, that'd be a good idea. I put it up, get some order links on there, and then I never go back and finish the things that I know should work. Obviously, I've written the book on it. I should know the things on it. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to look at this website, WP Just Fix It. You can see there on the screen, and I'm going to go over and tell some of the things that we need to fix. Well, actually, I need to fix, and how to fix them. And hopefully, in doing so, you'll see some things that maybe you need to fix on your website as well. So what I'm going to do here first, of course, we're looking at the homepage of WPJustFixIt.com, and it's a site that I help people with WordPress issues. They call me and said their site's been hacked, or a plugin's been corrupt and they just can't get into the back end. They forgot their password and can't figure out how to reset it, and things like that. But I'm also going to look at it from a marketing standpoint. So what I'm looking at here, it's like the headline works, WordPress issues holding you back, discover our swift, hassle-free service. Let us fix all your WordPress problems today. Straight to the point. I got a link here that says let's get started, and it takes them right to the order page. Well, that's probably not the best thing to do. They don't even know if they want to buy yet. They're trying to figure out what the services are. So what I should do is just jump this down to this section, where it scrolls up to here, and they get a quick look at what we offer and the services. Well, this isn't bad here. To me, I think it's way heavy text based. Maybe we'll have some. Maybe I could add some icons here. Who we are, what we do, how we work. Those are the top questions that are asked. Get started right now. That takes them to the order page. That makes sense, or the order section. You can see it drops them down here. And I'm just using a hyperlink that links to that row on the page. And of course, with them having this, and I'm on a fairly big screen, so they may not be seeing this way. That's something that we would need to look at. What are they seeing on mobile? On mobile, what they're going to see is this portion with this push down, and then these will be stacked: who you are, what we do, and how we work. And we could look at that in the mobile view, but I'm going to say that for different. I want to keep this video short. As I said, I'm starting a series. I'm going to take you through each step, and I'm going to talk today about what I'm fixing, and in the next video, I'm actually going to go through and fix those things, fix those steps. And it may take 3-4 videos to do what I need to do on this site to make it viable. So as we go down here, we look at fast service, expert developers, client focus, expansive knowledge. And this here, there's short blocks of text. It's not overwhelming. So that's good. And of course, get started now. Would jump them in. I want to give them several options. There's 3 here. What I might do here is change the text. I've got get started right now, get started right now. That makes sense because this area is in the same section. I've got the same background. Actually, this button here, I guess that's in that same row. I did the same thing here. Back the design back here. It's still fairly modern, fairly up-to-date background. Not a whole lot of color, but that's fine. Here are just a few areas we can help you. Now this just shows logos. So I might add a little bit of text. Maybe make this a smaller graphic. Shrink these logos down, put to the right, and then add a little bit of text here, and explain the few areas. It's like if they see these here, it's like, well, I don't use any of these. What difference does that make? And of course, WordPress isn't one of them, which is interestingly enough, I just noticed. So we have WooCommerce and wishlist member, authorized net. Different people add different things. So these are integrations into WordPress. So that's not readily clear. I have a quote here: "The smartest business decision you make is to hire qualified people." And this is an emphasis quote. Maybe we go back and grab some testimonials from a customer and add there. One thing I do not like here is having this word down here by itself. So I would change the text or whatever to to wrap that a little bit better. And that's just a visual thing for me, but that is what it is. So they're scrolling down here. On a mobile, there's be no call to action, which there should be a call to action maybe in between. These are obviously stock photos. They look dated. They look bad. So those need to be changed either as an icon or they look bad to me. They may not look bad to you. But this looks like an old IBM ThinkPad, different things like that. This guy's using a quill pen or a fountain pen. It's like, some people do that, and there's a resurgence of that. But to me, these look dated. Obviously, they look like from late 90s or whatever. So I'll fix those. Maybe make it a little more graphical. Maybe just clean up the appearance. Get quick fix now. Get maintenance. And it says we also provide services to help you keep your site worry-free. Our reasonably priced monthly plan may be just for you. Just fix it, and this is for a custom. Maybe somebody needs maintenance, but they want to. There's some things they wanted to add to the website that they just don't have a web person for. So we talk about that here, but this is a lot of text. This should be what's considered chunking. So there's a couple places here where you look at this like, man, I don't want to read all that. But if you break it into sections where you have maybe 4 or 5 rows of a paragraph, and another paragraph, whatever, maybe I can reword this so it's a little better. And then they go into here, quick fix, or the per month, or a custom quote is right below that. Maybe these should all be in the same, all three in the same. Here's price options, that type of thing. And then they go here. Now, of course, one thing that I noticed right off is the copyright. It says 2025. It didn't update to 2026. I thought I had an automated script there. I'm in partnership with a friend, Creative Pixel Press. This is confusing. Why 2 different companies? I might simplify that. In the privacy policy, it should open up in a new window, because right now it opens up into a page on the site, and they go away from an offer. I noticed here at the top, actually, effective date May 25th, 2018. So I've not updated the privacy policy in 8 years. So that probably needs to be corrected. Actually, I don't think it says Orange Pixel Inc., which is one of my main companies. But these should be bolded here, whatever. But again, this should be opened up in a new window. My footer should have maybe an offer at the bottom in case they do go to a page that it's not a sales page. It says by email support at frankdeardorf.com. That actually should go to a support desk instead of a direct email, just in my humble opinion. It's easier to handle that way. Those are a few things that I would fix pretty quickly. Have a better footer with maybe, as I said, an offer there. So let's go ahead and I'll go back. And the next thing that I would fix is obvious to me is I have no lead generation. I've recently talked about a promotion where people could create a lead generation product, or I'd help them, or I would create a lead generation product for them. But I've not done it on this site. Whether I do a book, a free report, a free video, or all of the above, in different scenarios, obviously it wouldn't all be on the same opt-in or lead gen. I'd maybe have different pages for different areas that I promote. What I've been using recently is a digital download book with an upsell to a paid version of. Some people like to have, in those situations, they're running a business, they want a quick, simple book that they can highlight, mark, write their own notes. And of course that builds quality. That you become the obvious authority on that topic. But in this case, it may just be like a free report, or maybe I get a Q&A for a 5-minute or 15-minute call, to say, hey, I see you're having a problem. What's your problem? Yeah, I think I can help you. And then, that's taking a lead into a phone call, into a sale. That's one option. So I just need to figure out what's best here for this topic. As an opt-in, try to figure out where the opt-in should be. Normally I try to put the opt-in above the fold, but that may not be the best situation for this case. It's a $47 product. I do believe is what that is. I think I have the price down here. Yeah, $47. I keep it front and center for a quick fix. I mean, their website's down. It's broke. They need to fix it. What are they going to do? It's $47 is well worth getting your site back up. So there's no sense hiding it there or whatever. Contact us looks kind of boring and plain. I should say this is not a support desk here. It's just a contact form, that type of thing. I should have a photo over here, an image. This, as I said, this looks blah, like unfinished. I mean, that's obviously what it is. Shame on me for that. I have maintenance up here. That doesn't say, I have a page that says, explains what the maintenance is, things that we check, things that we do, and click here to get started, which takes them to the order box. But is maintenance the right word to put here? Is a flower background best? I'm trying to approach, people, but, why flowers? Why did I use flowers there? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It should maybe like a business background or, or something different, or maybe no background at all, maybe colors. And then get started, of course, takes them to the order page on the front page. One thing that I didn't do, if I'm thinking about lead generation, I've not done anything I've done some SEO stuff here, I'm sure, but I don't have a blog, that talks about, the things that we fix, why you would want to fix them. Maybe I have a blog post on, integrating your website with a order process, or integrating your site with a opt-in service, to generate emails. We talk about having a lead generation product that would have even an 8-day follow-up, that would follow up with them 8 days about trying to hire your services, giving them more information. So adding a blog to this would be, maybe I don't call it blog, maybe it's great news, or some other word there. So that's what I'm going to focus on. As I said, I'm going to keep these videos short. So each video I'll either tackle multiple issues or one at a time, and what are the next steps. I'll try to publish probably once a week, if not more, to get those up. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel here, and I'll keep you on abreast of what's going on. So thanks for watching today, and I'll be back again soon with another video.